Hey guys, wait, did the game audio just cut out? Oh, okay. Well, that was kind of funny, but apparently clicking off Terraria makes the audio stop. That's a thing. But yeah, I'm sure you guys heard me talking about this in a previous episode. I went, I want people to make a Terraria series, and nobody's making a Terraria series for some reason. So I'm being that guy. I'm making a Terraria series now. Um, you can tell that I'm on keyboard by like the mouse. I asked around a little bit to see what you guys wanted to see, if you wanted to see PC Terraria or mobile Terraria, and I saw more people saying PC Terraria, so PC it is. I will mention that like I don't mind switching over to mobile Terraria, so in case somebody just like didn't make their voice heard for some reason, this is your last chance to ask for mobile Terraria instead of PC. But outside of that, yeah, we're gonna be. My goal for this world is pretty much gonna be like because I assume that most of you know how to play the game already. Actually, if you wanted to see a Terraria series, you know what Terraria is. And Terraria is a tough game, so if you know what Terraria is, you probably already know how to play too. So because of that, what I want to do is actually instead of like just explaining the game absolutely from scratch, I'm gonna do a bit of explanation, but mostly I'm just gonna show you guys the way that I like to go through the game because I have a single easiest way that I like to go through. I'm playing on Expert mode, by the way. Expert's my favorite mode. Classic is too easy, Master is too hard. Expert is just right. I'm probably actually just gonna ignore this slime. It's taking way too long to kill. It's actually been a little while since I've played Terraria, so I might be a bit rusty when I get into this. The bloom is pretty nice. Eventually, we're gonna try and making a potion farm. Yeah, call me a sweat. I use potions. I don't use potions actually, but I'm gonna try and use potions this time. That's actually something I'm trying to plan out, test out in this world. In every run, I try to test something new out that I've never done before. But so on top of doing my regular direction for weapons, I will be doing a new direction for potions. Normally, I just use whatever potions I happen to have on hand, and then if I'm really struggling, I'll craft like a regen or something like that. I kind of gotta kill a slime for some torches though, so I'll do that right now. That was nice and easy. So, yeah, Terraria. If you've never seen this game before, this is going to be a little bit hard to follow. Terraria is kind of a really tough game to play without a wiki sitting right next to you. Terraria is 2D Minecraft, except better mining, better crafting, better fighting. So, Terraria is pretty much just Minecraft, but better in every way, except it's better in every way than Minecraft, except Minecraft has, what does Minecraft have? Minecraft has better building because of the three dimensions. So yeah, that's basically my opinion on the Terraria Minecraft thing. The reason why people play Minecraft more is because the worlds in Minecraft are a lot more different world to world than in Terraria. Like once you've seen one Terraria world, you've kind of seen all the Terraria worlds. Um, this is a little trick that I use. I don't have a magic mirror yet. I won't be lame. So normally what I would do oh, that was loud. I'm gonna turn that down. Normally what I would do about now is I would just quit out of the world and then rejoin, and that would just immediately bring me back to spawn, so I wouldn't have to waste a recall potion. But since I'm trying to play like legit and all, since I'm on camera, I'll skip all that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just start walking in a direction. That is typically the thing that you do on the first day of a world. If you don't know that, that is the first thing that you do in a world. You walk left a bit, you walk right a bit, you scope out how far you can go. If you saw to the left here, I found this is a cave. Over time, you get a sense for what your starter cave is. So that right there is my starter cave. I'm going to be going down that at some point in this world, probably relatively soon. But yeah, since I'm going to be going down that cave sometime soon, I'm just going to explore this way to see how far I have, if I have a second starter cave or something like that. There's a bit of iron down there, but I don't exactly feel like mining it right now, so I'll just move on. Oh, and there's the Crimson. So Crimson, red's scary. Stay away from red. I mean, if you're in classic, if you're in not expert, you're in normal mode, you can just go straight in, dive in head first, and it'll be fine. But expert mode and master mode, you really can't afford to be taking on the Crimson early game. The Crimson is it's a scary biome. It's an evil biome in the Terraria lore. It spreads over time, actually. Right now, it can only spread through grass, but it is spreading as we speak. So, there's like a little bit of time pressure going on in the Terraria world. So, if you've never played, I guess now you know. We can't just, you can't be too passive in your gameplay. By the way, you notice I mined these living wood chair and living loom. They actually are like pretty garbage. Like I'm never gonna craft anything out of the living loom, but it sells for a surprising amount. So if when we get a traveling merchant or a regular merchant to come by, I will actually sell this living loom stuff, and I'll get some half decent cash money. I never found a good way to deal with having a torch out and breaking pots at the same time. So that might be a little bit awkward. I actually haven't mentioned this yet. Terraria, how I like to play Terraria. My favorite class, melee. Second favorite, summoner. Mage and ranger. I like mage more than ranger. Ranger just never spoke to me for some reason. But yeah, I don't go mage very often. I mostly go with just melee or summoner. This run, though, actually, I'm not going to be going just one class. I'm going to be going whatever class is easiest at that stage of the game. So, I will be doing... It's kind of like a guide in that sense, where if you follow the rough progression of this account, or this character, you should be pretty okay for playing Terraria as a new player. So, like, right now, I believe the best early game class is Ranger, so I'm going to be making a bow and help. If you see any of these gemstones, by the way, you should definitely mine them, because grapple hooks are insanely overpowered, and I will be trying to get one as soon as I humanly can. So, a grapple hook is 15 gems, or you can get a hook off as a rare drop from a couple enemies, like it's skeletons and piranhas. So that, this volume is still really loud. I'm not end it, though. Okay, that's better. So, yeah, ropes. I need ropes for getting around. Okay. So this cave right here is our starter cave. It's basically where they expect you to find your beginner ores. Oh, I think that's a boulder. I just barely missed it. Yeah. So I have pretty good vision actually. So if you look right there by my cursor, there's a worm coming. Where is it? There it is. But if you look at my cursor right there, there's actually a red pressure plate that will drop a boulder, and that boulder will one-tap you. So you really got to be careful of those. I'm pretty lucky I didn't actually trip with that on the first time around. I'll mine some iron here, because I am going to need a anvil. Worm missed me. Oh, and I'm dead. I didn't think the jelly was going to dash in like that, or I thought it was going to dash in and get knocked back. You can tell it's been a long time since I played Terraria. So, yeah. I'm probably going to cut out here and cut back in once I'm back to where my stuff is. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. This is the jellyfish that immediately took my life a moment ago. You can see by the fact that it's sparkling yellow, it picked up my gold coin, so I'm gonna have to deal with that somehow. I'm guessing that somehow I'm gonna have to deal with that is by crafting a bow, like, immediately. I was planning on waiting until I got back to the surface with some half-decent loot before I made a bow, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it now since I want that gold coin back. One of the most important things that you can... Where did I get iron bars? Oh. Well, one of the most important things that you can get early game is a mining helmet. And in order to get a mining helmet, I'm going to have to buy it for a couple of gold coins off of a merchant, so I'm going to be wanting to get those gold coins back immediately, even if it is just the one. Oh, we got more recalls, that's nice. The mining potion will come in handy later. It's 25 stone for a furnace, so I should be fine already to start building that. So, furnace, make furnace. So this is my basic crafting setup, I'm sure everybody knows. I actually usually like to have my furnace on the outside, instead of going furnace and then anvil and crafting table to the sides. I like doing crafting table in the middle and then anvil furnace on the sides, like this. Yeah. So I put a bottle on the crafting table and then a piggy bank over the anvil. Kind of an interesting way to go about it. It's looking like we're gonna have to go with a wooden bow right now. No, nothing yet. I typically want to wait to get something better than a wooden bow to start with, but we're gonna have to deal with this for now. I already have some arrows, so I'll just make some torch, oh, never mind. That was actually kind of a waste. I went, oh, torch arrows do more damage, and then I remembered that, you know, it's underwater. So I guess we'll just snipe this thing from afar. So yeah, it's a lot of Terraria ends up being laming out enemies. I mean, early game at least. Because in early game, everything hits like a truck, so especially in expert mode, so you can't really just take them on one-to-one. You have to use blocks and range to your advantage. I will be taking this setup with me because, you know, it's expensive. It's early game. I can't afford to leave anything behind. So I will keep exploring this cave, and I'll probably cut out and then cut back in if I find anything interesting. So see you guys then. Oh, there's a ghost down here. I totally forgot that ghosts spawn when you break tombstones. I'm sorry you guys can't see anything right now, but like, if I stop stabbing to put a torch, I'm actually just gonna die. So I kind of had to like just have terrible video quality there for a moment. If you notice, if you're like used to Minecraft and not used to Terraria, then I'm sure you'll be wondering, this is actually a really dark game. Like, not dark as in like gruesome, but dark in terms of like visual. Like in Minecraft, even at the very bottom of the world, oh my god, we got a cloud in the bottle. That's so lucky. Okay, cloud in the bottle is a really useful item. I was gonna have to get that at some point, but I got lucky and I got it now. So anyway, but Terraria is a really dark game visually. Like if you don't have a torch, the screen is just actually going to go black. At least in Minecraft, like even in the darkest depths of the world, you can still see just by squinting your eyes and turning off your lights. But in Terraria, if there's no light, you aren't seeing. It's just pitch black. Like, oh, there's a torch on the screen, but like, you see the edge of the far left side of the screen there, it's just pitch black. There's no vision at all. So yeah, we got really lucky with that cloud in a bottle. Double jumps are super impactful early game because you move kind of abysmally slowly as the beginner Terrarian. Am I dead? I'm not dead. Okay. You can tell by my aim how little I play Ranger. This is. It looks like there's an underground desert. Is there a desert up here? There's no desert. This is one of those odd structures where sometimes there'll just be like a bit of sand for no reason in the middle of a cave. Sometimes the sand will actually be blocking your cave, so you have to like just. What you have to do is you have to just dig straight through the sand and assume that there will be cave on the other side. It's not like all that intuitive, but you get a sense for these things over time. So if you're digging down a cave and you see sand blocking your path, you can pretty much just assume that there will be something on the other side there. You saw a neat little trick there I did. I tossed a torch down a hole to see how deep the cave was, and then I roped down afterwards. I am going to get these cobwebs. I want to make a bed, because since it's early game, I'm going to be pretty useless at nighttime, so I want to get a bed so I can sleep through it at least. I'm going to get to mine this ore, but I'll probably cut out so you guys don't have to watch me very, very slowly digging through all this ore patch. So, see you guys in a sec. Okay, I turned on the pickaxe volume, by the way, because for some reason it was just way louder than I remember, so maybe it's the pitch, I don't know. I'm mining more for tungsten than iron right now, because iron is the second lowest tier of ore in existence, so really if I can have a way to not use iron, then I will not use iron. It's looking like I'm going to have to do some slime combat to get out of this little hole here, so I'm going to dig a little outcrop to where the slimes can't jump to me, and then I'll try and snipe at them from afar again. Since I do have my crafting setup on me, I can just make more arrows if I run out, so looks like I'm going to be stuck here for a moment, so this might actually be oh, never mind. That's actually terrible. I have to mirror home right now. And it's nighttime, so from one bad situation to another. So, nighttime, enemies. There are enemies at nighttime. In classic mode, you can probably fend them off with just your copper short sword, but in expert mode, you absolutely cannot handle these enemies. So, I'm gonna try and speedcraft a door right here. Door, and we're dead. That really sucks. So that zombie is pretty much just gonna spawn camp me for, a while. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about this right now. So, that zombie, of course, is gonna be really terrible for my health, because zombies hit like a truck in expert mode, especially with the ones with the long arms. I'm gonna build a little wall like this. This wall with a little ledge like that, no zombies can actually jump over it, because they'll try and jump and they'll just get bonk their head. I kind of have to leave my guide for dead there. That's fun. So, actually, it looks like I'm gonna be stuck in a box right here for until morning, so, yeah, I'll see. Well, actually, no. There's one more thing I can do here. So, since we did actually manage to get enough cobwebs to make a bed in that cave. Oh, the zombie left. So, okay. How am I gonna? That'll block the zombies out from that side. Jump up here, and then make sure that no zombies can get in this side. Okay, I was gonna cut out there, but actually no, I saved it. So this is our little bunker for tonight. So right now I'm gonna dig a 1-block hole and then just snipe at this zombie and hope that I can get my coins back. It won't despawn actually, so I will just sit here. I'll switch to my flaming arrow since we're not in a watery environment anymore. So, yeah, I'll probably cut back when the zombie's dead. I keep saying that I'm gonna cut and then not cutting. Yeah, I keep expecting things to take a really long time because, you know, expert mode, things are tough. It's looking scary. The night's half over. I have the extremely rudimentary house over there. The guy's pretty much going to be homeless for this night. There's no real reason for me to build him a house, because, I mean, he's safe enough. No zombies can spawn in here as long as I'm standing here. This chest, by the way, I don't strictly need the chest, but chests can actually store coins for you, so I don't want to lose that gold coin, so I'm going to put it away right now. What else should I do? I don't know why my iron is split up like this. What else should I do? I gotta make stuff. Stuff is what I gotta make. So, I need chains. I need an anvil, so I'm gonna place my anvil down. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure that's gonna spawn a ghost if I break that, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with the thing there for a little while. So, chains. You can make grapple hooks out of these, but what I'm here for is a sawmill. And then with the sawmill, I can make a loom. Wherever a loom is, there it is. And then with the loom, I can make silk. I believe I need 5 silk to make a bed. The bed is made out of the sawmill. Bed, place, and now I can sleep through the night, and it won't be an abysmal wait. So I'll do that. Once the night is over, actually, all the zombies will run away, so that'll be fine. Unlike Minecraft, zombies don't actually burn in the daytime, they just leave. They just up and leave. So yeah, I'll cut until day. Alright, so if you saw there, all of the stars actually just like disappeared at once. Fallen stars actually just go away at the daytime, so when they disappear like that, that means that it's day. Apparently that was only 1 iron ore. There's a little trick with when you see tiny iron patches like that, but for some reason the trick just didn't work there. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, okay. So we did a bit of caving, we got stuff, I guess. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go back to the house. I completely forgot I had a double jump all this time. I should have been using that way more. Okay, well, oh, I have a crafting table on me. I'm so smart. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna make some wooden armor. I mean, I know that it's not, like, all that impactful. It's 3 defense, and in expert mode, your defense is cut in half, so it's 1 defense rounded down, so, 1 defense is more than 0 defense, at least, so I'll be making myself a set of wooden armor. Sometime during this day of the Terraria world, I'm probably going to make NPC houses for the guide and the merchant. I'm probably going to invest in some grenades, actually. Given that we're severely underpowered right now, grenades are very strong. Of course, you can kill yourself with them pretty easy, but it'll be fine. Right, demonetization. I don't know if I'm not allowed to say kill yourself, but I'm just gonna keep doing that anyway, so, yippee. That caving experience didn't actually work out as well as I was hoping. The bow just couldn't handle the slime, so I'm gonna do a bit more surface exploring and see if I find anything, like any good starter weapons near the surface. This double jump, you'll notice I'm gonna be using it extremely often, it's really convenient having a double jump. You can cancel out your fall damage if you double jump near the ground, because it only counts the amount of distance that you fell right before the end. And, oh, by the way, this is what I was talking about with that little patch of iron earlier. So you remember by spawn, there was a single piece of iron ore. I thought it was this. So if you look at this, there's 2 bits of iron ore here, but when there are little bits of iron like this, it's actually a trail, and it leads down underground. So I'll block myself in here so I don't get jumped by slimes, but if you keep digging down this little trail of iron, you're going to find a huge vein. So, like, if we look all the way down here, look at all this iron down here. So, given how much iron this is, I might honestly just make myself some iron armor and maybe an iron bow in a sec. But, yeah, so, no, I've already explained how this works, so I'm just going to cut out and then come back in when I've got all this iron mined out. Alright, and that's the last of the iron. So you can really see how huge this iron vein was. Like, that entire space was nothing but iron. So, geez, our platform skills are off today. But, yeah, so we got, how much iron out of that? Can't find it. 72 iron ore, that's a lot of bars. 20-something bars? Not bad. 24 bars, I believe. Oh, cactus. Cactus is another useful material for early game. You can make cactus armor, and the thing with cactus armor is this. So when you have a full set of cactus armor, you deal reflect damage, but you deal 100% reflect damage. And the thing is that since in expert mode everything hits like a truck, your cactus armor actually just becomes your best weapon for a little while, which is kind of funny. I'm gonna make a second workbench because I don't want to go all the way back to spawn to make a cactus armor. So I'll do that right now. We're already upgrading off our wooden armor. The wooden armor served its purpose. I mean, I don't even know if I got hit wearing the wooden armor, but if you look at this cactus armor now, it's still got 3 defense, but that cactus reflect damage is going to be really handy. I'm hoping that we're not going to face any vultures in here. Vultures, they spawn in the desert sometime. Oh, there's a vulture. Vultures are kind of scary. I'll see if I can take it on. Oh, that's actually way easier than I thought. I guess vultures aren't scary. Okay. That's an antlion over there. Antlion. I always pronounced them antilions, but, what is my aim? Jeez. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, is that a vulture I'm seeing on the... That's a vulture. Like, great, okay. So I'm gonna have to deal with another vulture right now before I can go deal with that other vulture, so I'll probably cut out and then cut back in once... Nope. Nah. I'll stay in. I'm doing a lot of debating. I probably should be doing this debate in my head, but I'm new to YouTube. Give me some slack. How much cactus do I have? I've got 1 cactus. I'm gonna probably try to make a cactus sword right now too, because it's big, so it's handy for keeping flying enemies off me. Is there any cactus left? There's no cactus left. Never mind. I'm not making a cactus sword right now. I accidentally hit the mute button. That's fun. So yeah, we've got cactus armor. That's a nice upgrade. Sadly, there's not enough cactus there to make a sword. This is a nice little flower patch. Remember I was talking about that little 2 specks? So this 2 specks of copper leads down to a huge vein of copper, except copper is the single worst ore in the game, so I will be ignoring that. Oh, that sucks. If you look at the top of the screen here, there's some red. That red is from a second crimson. So we're surrounded on both sides of spawn by crimson, which means that this is the amount of space that we have to work with in early game here is rather limited. That 1 cave that you saw for the early game, that is... I'm going to have to get enough gear out of that cave to make it so that I can actually handle the Crimson. And the Crimson's pretty tough. Well, no, okay, never mind. I got 1 extra cave. So this cave right here that I'm at, I'm going to equip my armor in the vanity slot to free up some inventory space. But this extra cave right here is the second cave. I have 2 caves to work with to try and get all of my early game gear sorted before I try moving through the Crimson. So, yeah, we'll start going down this cave right now. You can see they both actually have a roughly similar entrance. You can see how they kind of look. Like they have a slight sloping downwards, and they tend to turn a lot. They usually have a couple wooden chests near the entrance. Oh, we got a wooden boomerang. That's crazy good. Okay, so that's actually extremely important. So now we can make an enchanted boomerang, and just like that, we have a real weapon. So the enchanted boomerang, you notice 19 damage compared to the 6 or the 4. So just that 1 upgrade right there makes me way more confident in our setup for now. So I will honestly, if once I get some better armor, I can probably just run my way through the Crimson. I'll probably wait for iron armor first, but yeah, this 1 weapon is going to make us not get insta-wrecked by all of the enemies. Also, I don't exactly need to toss torches down holes anymore because I can just use my enchanted boomerang to do that. So, yeah, that's also another handy thing about the enchanted boomerang. So you see here, like, how there's sand. This sand, I believe, I'm not sure, it's either the border of the desert, or it's just a regular blocker. I'm gonna take a look to see if there's some sandstone somewhere, because if there's sandstone somewhere around here, then it's probably just a regular block of the cave, but if I don't see any sandstone anywhere nearby, then it's probably just the side of the desert. I'll toss out this clay so I can pick up the sand. I kind of like having terrariums. It's like, you can collect pets in them. It's not exactly important, but it's neat enough that I'm willing to sacrifice some clay for it. Do we have we do have a glow stick. Okay, glow sticks are basically torches, except they can follow you. Like, if I'm digging straight down here, the glow stick will just act as an item on the ground. It's looking like this is actually the border of the desert biome. You can tell by just the sheer quantity of sand here. Usually if it's just a regular cave block, digging a little bit this far in will actually not be that much sand. So it looks like this cave just ends right there. So looks like I was wrong on that front. We are going to have to work with just this 1 cave to get all of our early game gear sorted. It looks like now is a good time to start setting up some infrastructure. So I'm probably going to get that guide house and that merchant house set up. So since this is like kind of a tutorial-ish slightly, I'm going to build the first house on camera so that you guys can see it, but the rest of the houses on this world will probably be built off screen. So yeah, I'll build this one house right now. So how I do the NPC houses is a bit over, like, so how do I say it? Over requirements, you know? So an NPC house needs to have a table, a chair, 60 walls of area, and a door of some kind. Technically, 2 platforms counts as a door, but what I like to do is 12 blocks across, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then up as far as I can place, across, and then this rectangle will be one NPC house. So it's a bit bigger than it needs to be. The interior space is actually 60 tiles instead of, wait, the interior space is 50 tiles. Huh, okay, well, the interior space is 50 tiles. Technically, the interior counts these walls, so really this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 12 is some number greater than 60. So, yeah, this is a bit bigger of a house than it needs to be, but I don't know, it just, I've been making houses this way for so long, it just looks unnatural for me to cram an NPC into anything smaller. So yeah, I always make my houses this way. You notice I was trying to make a guide house right here, but I didn't have enough time because of the night enemies. I placed that off center, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, never mind, this is actually 1 block too short. No way, that's 1 block. Okay, yeah. So, nice thing about this, with this setup, is that I can actually center the table and chair. If you place the table 3 sides from one side, if I place the table 3 blocks, like 1, 2, 3 from one edge, and the chair 3 blocks from one edge, the table 3 blocks from the other edge, then the chair and table will be exactly centered in the middle of the house. And then, it takes precisely 50 walls, so I'll make 100 walls right now since I'm going to make a house for the NPC, the guide too. So that will be nice. I'm going to place these in right now. I forgot to craft doors. Okay, so I'm going to craft those doors, place in the torches, and then I'll build the guide house off screen so you guys don't have to sit through that again. It's looking like it's getting to nighttime again too, so once it gets to nighttime, I'll hop back over to that cave so I can cave during the night instead of just waiting through it like last time. So, gonna get 2 doors. 2 doors. I'm also gonna have to extend this little boundary. Like, you notice these little ledge walls that I use to keep the zombies out? I'm gonna extend that over to, let's say, here. Well, I'll do it over this ledge, because zombies, they're actually programmed to jump if they find 1 block. If they have a thing, let's see. If zombie sees a thing like this, it will jump over this 2 block gap. So if I place my ledge wall over here, it'll actually jump before hitting the ledge, and that would actually make it go over. So I intentionally placed my ledge wall on the highest point instead of a block lower. Looks like night's coming out a little bit early with that rain, so actually, instead of building the the merchant house, I'm probably just going to go straight to the cave. I yearn for the mines. Though I will dump a bunch of stuff before I go. I'll keep the ores on me. I don't need seeds, cactus. I'll keep the workbench. This is... Oh, actually, I'll keep the bombs. Bombs are really useful. I think this is enough inventory space now. We got some shurikens. That's also a nice weapon. So, yeah. We should be able to do a lot better in the caves now that I've got a enchanted boomerang. And you can really tell by the darkening sky that it's getting towards zombie time again. So, how close are we to the cave? Pretty close. Okay. So, yeah. I'll see you guys over at the cave. Alright, we're back in the cave. We're getting pretty close to the spot that we had to mirror home at earlier. You can see the wooden house that we looted earlier. I'm probably going to try going down... Never mind, I'm not going to try going down this way. There's nothing there. Yeah, okay. So, I'm going to be heading down this cave again. I'm hoping to get enough iron that I can make, like, at least iron armor. Hopefully an iron bow, too, since bows are pretty nice. I'll craft up all these iron right now, actually, just so I can make sure if I even need more iron, because I remember actually that we got 28, so 20, 25, 15, 25, 15 is 40, 20 is 60, so I need 60 bars in total. Okay, there's a blue jellyfish. Oh, there's a house over there, actually. I can see, like, in the glow of the blue jellyfish, there's a house there. Oh, I got a heart crystal. That's really nice. So, do I have I do have a glow stick, okay. I gotta invade this jellyfish's personal space and get some air to breathe. But, yeah, so a heart crystal, if you don't know, permanently increases your HP bar by 1 heart, so it's very useful for me. I'm gonna need 15 of those in all. Tree spike's also very useful. I'll grab this chest one here. You notice I'm ignoring all this copper. I'm just not a fan of copper. Like, I would rather be wearing wood than copper, honestly. Oh, I forgot to take off my wooden vanity. Okay. So yeah, it's looking like a pretty... Actually, we're pretty lucky. Like, this is a solid start for any early game world. I would not have expected to already have a solid early game weapon and a double jump by now. I guess if I'm being greedy, but I could hope for... Oh, that's emeralds, that's emeralds. Is that 15? That might be 15. That's, 11. No, that's not 11. That's 9, 3, 12, 13. 13 emeralds. That's a... You see there, the cave bat got one-tapped. It didn't get one-tapped on my pickaxe, it got one-tapped by itself, because the cactus armor does crazy damage. So, yeah, we've got 13 emeralds. If we get just 2 more emeralds, we can make a grappling hook, and then all of our movement problems will be solved for early game. If you're on mobile, by the way, and you're following this guide on mobile, grappling hooks aren't so good on mobile because they're a lot harder to use, but they are still really good on mobile, so I would recommend that you get them. Especially for expert mode. Classic mode, you can go grapple-less, but... Oh, that's emeralds, that's emeralds! So we've got a grapple hook now. That's really... Whoa, that's a lot of emeralds. Okay, so we've definitely got a grappling hook now. And other light crystals, too. So, emeralds... I'm actually going to get all of these so I can sell them for some coins, because I want that mining helmet. I'm sorry, guys, that this video is kind of, like, really dark. I'm going to be working on getting that mining helmet as soon as I can, so that, you know, it's more visible. But, for now, I guess we're just gonna have to put up with low vision. 32 emeralds. I don't know actually how much that's gonna give me. I saw an enemy over here, skeleton. Oh, he's one of the rangers. Okay. I'm hoping that he's gonna. Actually, I don't need a hook. Yeah, just silver's enough. There's some tungsten up there. I'm gonna mine that. I'll cut back in when that's done being mined. All right. That's the ore mined. I'm gonna start heading up here. Oh, that's an enemy up there. And never mind, it didn't jump off. Okay, there it is. I'm actually just gonna hop up here and face it head on. Clearly, I have enough damage to handle these things now. The thing with expert mode really is that they do have a lot more health, but they don't have double health. You know, the big thing with expert mode is not that you don't deal any damage anymore; it's that you can't take damage anymore. So everything hits like a truck, even the zombies. So, oh, that's a lot of iron, too. I'm gonna, do a little cut here again. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit by that black slime a second ago. But I'm gonna cut again here because I want to get this ore, and I'm probably gonna block myself in. That's another thing. That's another one of my tips and tricks to surviving early game. I really like to use blocks liberally, because, I mean, like, look at this. I'm just placing a shield here, and 0 enemies... There's only 1 enemy in the entire cave system that can get through that, and that's one of the worms. And I haven't seen a worm in a while, so I'm probably safe for just perfectly fine to mine this ore. I've already been mining this ore, so I'm probably not going to cut for this one. But it's looking like actually really solid. I'm surprised that the world's been going this well. I mean, of course, it's not all that solid to see double crimson, but I'm not unhappy either. We've got weapons, we've got a grappling hook, we've got a double jump, we've got weapon, we've got a grappling hook and double jump. So, you also saw I brought an umbrella down here, by the way. The umbrella, it's not a good weapon. It's like a very meh weapon. But the thing with the grappling hook is actually that, not the grappling hook, the umbrella, is that when you're holding it, oh, I can't show you because it's pitch black. So I'll jump up here. Like this. So when I'm holding the umbrella, I actually have slow falling, and even if I hold down, I can fall faster, but I'm still completely immune to fall damage. So just holding an umbrella on you actually makes you completely immune, which is very nice. I see more iron over here, so I'm probably going to mine this, and I see a cave underneath that iron too, so I'll get on that. So yeah, see you guys in a sec again. So yeah, I saw a boulder over here actually, like if you look, that's a mother slime. Mother slimes are a little scary. I don't think it can get me through that ledge though. Since I saw the boulder, a boulder means that there must be something below the boulder. So I decided to come over here and see whatever's below the boulder. And looks like there's gold below the boulder. That's pretty nice. So like, if there's a boulder, there must be a pressure plate to activate the boulder. So there must be something below the boulder for there to be a pressure plate on. So wherever you see a pressure plate like this, you know that there's something to explore. Did I leave my anvil? No way I left my anvil. Where'd I put my anvil? Did I leave it in the house? Where'd my anvil go? Am I blind? Is it in my inventory somewhere? I must have left my anvil somewhere. There's no... Oh yeah, I must have left it wherever I crafted my armor. Where did I craft my armor? Up here! Okay. So I'm gonna have to go on a little journey. Right now I was actually planning to use the anvil to craft myself that grappling hook, because the grappling hook would be pretty convenient for doing mining with. But looks like I'm gonna have to just mine this regularly. Gold, by the way, not like Minecraft. Gold is much better than in Minecraft. Gold is actually the best ore that I have access to right now. Kind of the best ore that I have access to. The best ore that I reasonably have access to is what I mean. Like, technically I can make a golden pickaxe and then mine Crimtane, but you can't really make anything with Crimtane before you kill the third boss? Yeah, you can't make anything good with Crimtane until you kill the third boss, so gold is really the best ore that I have right now. I'm just gonna completely ignore those slimes, because scary. So yeah, I'm gonna come back up here, grab my anvil, and then we can finally make that grappling hook, and then I can be happy. That will be very nice. Oh, I gotta remember not to leave my stuff around. That's actually the first time in ever that I've left one of my work setups around like that. Because almost always what I do is I just leave my work setup at the house, and then I just like exit the game to cheese my way back. So anyway, yeah, I have a grappling hook now. I have my grappling hook bound to shift, so like you notice, I'm just scaling this for no cost at all. So I can get around pretty freely now. I have a double jump to negate fall damage. I have a grappling hook to go around, to Spider-Man my way around, so that's very nice. It looks actually rather unfortunately like this cave is already done, so it's looking like I'm gonna have to just brave the Crimson in a second. I might... Dang, it's already been 40 minutes. I think that what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna get back to the surface. I'm gonna build that merchant's house, and then I'll actually end the video here. I think we had a pretty solid early game run right now. We what do we do? I got early game weapon, early game ores, I got, I did some basic, whoa, that's a lot of gold. Gold mines pretty slowly and there's a lot of it here, so this is actually something worth using bombs on. So yeah, bombs. They break things instantly pretty much. I mean, of course there are some things that they can't break, but unlike, this isn't a creeper. It will give you all of the things that it breaks. So I can use a bomb to freely excavate all this gold out. I got 55 gold ore, that's pretty nice. You saw that the slime took about double damage from my armor than it did from my weapon. That's just how cactus armor goes. Cactus armor is funny. So yeah, this cave is definitely spent. Unless I'm blind. There's something down here. I don't think that goes much farther. I'll go over and quickly check it out, but I think that pretty soon I'm going to mirror home and then work on that last NPC house. So yeah, I'll wait for this to mine abysmally slowly, and then I'll see that it leads nowhere, and then I'll go home. So yeah, I'm gonna mirror home. I mean, kind of mirror home. So yeah, I'm gonna turn this house that my bed is in right now into the guide house. I mean, the merchant house. So I'm gonna work on that right now. I'll probably cut back in once that's done. Chair, table, ghost. Go somewhere where I can hit you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, table, brain, no braining. Chair is table and table is chair. I'll quickly torch up this area, so, okay. And then I will put in the wall and the door. Alright, I'm gonna put back in right now. It looks like we're just about done with this house, so yeah. Once it becomes morning, we'll actually get the merchant to move in. This is a pretty solid start to the Terraria world. I don't think that there's much more progress to be made in, like, what would be considered super early game. So, yeah, I'll probably see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys.